Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you all had a great weekend and I hope you had a good Monday. Today we're going through Luke chapter 15. The chapter opens with Jesus and he's teaching. He makes sure to gather the publicans and the sinners close to him so that they can hear him. The scribes and the Pharisees see it and they murmur to themselves, "How can this man receive such people and even eat with sinners?" In response to the murmuring, Jesus tries to describe the joy in heaven when a sinner repents to these people. He likens it to a woman that can't find her lost money or a shepherd that's found his lost sheep in the wilderness, the joy of which calls to friends and family to celebrate finding what has been lost. There is great joy in the kingdom of heaven when, as sinners, we return to God to be healed. Every single individual, whether king or servant, rich or poor, are all treated with joy when returning to God. He tells the story of the prodigal son. The younger of two sons requests his inheritance and leaves promptly. He burns through it pretty fast and he lives a wild lifestyle until a famine and no more money leaves him without. He finds work by feeding swine for a farmer. He's so hungry that if he was Jewish, this would be a disgrace to work with pigs, let alone eat the food meant for them. He realizes that even though he's not entitled to anything left at his father's estate, that he may still be fed with bread if he returns and apologizes to his father for turning against him. So he does. He returns to his home and speaks to his father. He doesn't expect the reaction from his father. His father is so happy at seeing him even walking toward him that he runs to him and gives him physical affection and is so happy to see him. The son apologizes for what he has done, and the father is so happy that he requests even his fattest calf be slaughtered to honor the event of the return of his son. Later, the oldest son returns from working in the fields and is angry at the knowledge of such a warm reception for the man that has left and now returned. He doesn't even refer to him as his brother, only his father's son. The father comes outside the house to see what is going on. And the son says to him, "I've done all this work, all this time, and you've never even slain a kid for me to be merry with my friends. Yet thy son," again, notably not referring to him as his brother, "has squandered his money inappropriately, and you do all this?" The father addresses his oldest as son, an endearing term, and says that all that is his son's too, reassuring him that his love has never been lost and that he should make merry and be glad that his brother, purposely used in the text, has returned because he lives again. He was lost and now he's found, and he's with his family, and that's how it should be. This lesson really hits home because if we turn our backs on God, even with all he's given us, he's still going to be waiting for us to come back, no matter what. It's a lesson to be learned. We should not envy others in their situations, but be glad for them and hope they make the best of it, like we do ours. And no matter what our situation is, to always give thanks to God for all that he's provided for us, all the joy, all the sorrow, all the lessons, even though we might detest every moment of it in that situation, in that chapter of our life. But with time, God heals, and we can see these lessons come through. I really enjoyed it. I know we've all heard the prodigal son many times, but hearing it again is never a bad thing, especially when we see others in life that may be receiving things and we may be envious of their situation and how they're treated versus how we're treated, especially with family and big events and things like that. But it's important to remember that God loves us all individually, and that's why this chapter is so important, that no matter what, we are all special to God. No matter how rich we are, how poor we are, each one of us has a place with God, and he watches out for us, and he knows what's best for us, and we must acknowledge that and be thankful for his plan for us. And that I am. I'm very thankful for God's plan for me. Even though it is very frustrating at times, I won't lie. I feel like God laughs at me sometimes, but it's important to know that we must keep humor in our life no matter how frustrated we get. that was a heavy sigh, but I really did enjoy this one. So I hope you guys did too. I'm sorry I rambled, but I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, if you have any prayer requests regarding this chapter, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched the Super Bowl and you're an Eagles fan, much like my husband, I feel for you. He's still feeling this loss, so I hope that you guys are all feeling better than he is. But yeah, thanks very much, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for Luke chapter 16. Have a good day. Bye.